Here we are. You're a conservative rabbi.
I am.
I'm an evangelical pastor.
Thank you for coming up to New York to see me.
Yeah, and we're in this historic synagogue here. So what are we doing here?
Well, you wanted to talk about the Torah.
Yeah.
So.
Leviticus 19.
Yeah, it's a great chapter.
It is a great chapter. You have this richness of how we, it's the basis of loving your neighbor as yourself and what that looks like in great detail. And then it moves on to don't wear cotton polyester blends.
Yeah.
How do you tie together these pieces? Do you separate moral from ceremonial and ritual laws, as some Christians have, or how do you?
Well, so I would say that in general, it's obviously correct that certain things deserve and get more prominence than other things. Leviticus 19, love your neighbors yourself. Ve'ahavta l'reacha kamocha. Rabbi Akiva, the most important figure of the early rabbinic era, says, Zeh klal gadol b'Torah. This is the most important principle of the Torah. So his student and friend, Shimon ben Azai, says to him, no, actually I got a more important one, and he quotes the beginning from Genesis chapter 5, Zeh Sefer Toldot HaAdam, this is the book of human history. So Rabbi Akiva says, love your neighbor as yourself, and Ben Azai says something like, remember that we are all human beings. Because if you love your neighbor as yourself, well, what if you don't love yourself so much? Yeah. And you say, I will be as good to other people as I am to myself. And Ben Azai says, it's not quite good enough. You have to recognize that we are all human beings, something like that.
So we have a similar tradition. Yeah. The Apostle Paul, in his epistle to the Galatian church, says the whole law is fulfilled in this one thing: love your neighbor as yourself.
Love your neighbor as yourself. So, but you said the whole law is fulfilled, and I think that it's obviously true that v'ahavta l'reacha kamocha, love your neighbor as yourself, is more important than don't wear wool and linen together. And if you can't distinguish. There's something wrong with you if you think that mitzvah, which is known by the Hebrew term shatnez. Shatnez is the mingled garment. If you think shatnez and love your neighbors yourself are equally important, then you're a fool. However, we have in general in Judaism tried to resist the idea that there is a hard and fast separation between the moral stuff and the ritual stuff. Yeah. We've tended to think, as I alluded to before, that you get to the spirit of the law through the letter of the law. We've tended to think that both of those things are important, just like your kidney's really important and your pinky's really important. You don't want to cut off your pinky just because it's not as important as the kidney.